Recruited from the powerful Vanier Cégep football program in Quebec, Matt Norman came to Western in 2008, having already represented Canada at the 2007 Global Junior Football Championships. Norman, a 6'3", 310-pound offensive lineman, was instrumental in helping Canada win the gold medal, defeating the USA 23-13. Norman immediately earned a starting position on the Mustang offensive line as a freshman. Teammate and fellow offensive lineman Greg Wilson recalled, Matt Norman was a force to be reckoned with on the field. He became a pivotal part of our offense from the first day he stepped on Alumni Field. Calling power with Matt leading through was almost a sure thing. It was incredible watching Matt explode the competition off the ball every play. The rest of us were busy just trying to keep up. Mustang O-lineman Zach Polari said, with the long hair and the Metallica t-shirts, we knew we had something special amongst us. Throughout 2008, the powerful Mustang offense helped capture first place in the OUA regular season and returned the team to the Yates Cup Championship game to defend their title. In the 101st Yates Cup, Western was victorious over the Ottawa GGs 31-17. Advancing to the Mitchell Bowl semifinal, the Mustangs defeated the St. Mary's Huskies 28-12, earning a spot in their first Vanier Cup game since 1995, unfortunately going down to defeat at the hands of the Laval Rouge et Or. In 2009, Norman would begin playing both ways as the Mustang defense started using him as a defensive tackle in short yardage situations. His dominating play on offense was also being noticed across the league, and he was recognized as a first-team OUA All-Star and a second-team All-Canadian at offensive guard. The Mustangs awarded him the Vince Callahan Trophy as the most valuable lineman on the team, and he would represent Western at the East-West Bowl All-Star Game. The 2010 season witnessed Norman becoming one of the most feared offensive linemen in the country, and the team would return to its fourth straight Yates Cup final appearance. In the title match, with just over a minute left in the game, the Mustangs found themselves trailing the Ottawa GGs by 2 points. Western marched 48 yards on 9 plays to put the Mustangs in field goal range. With 2 seconds remaining on the clock, they kicked a Yates Cup game-winning field goal from the 34-yard line, securing a 26-25 victory and giving Matt Norman his second Yates Cup championship. In the national semifinal UTEC Bowl game, Western lost 13-11 to Laval when a last-minute field goal into the wind fell just short. Norman would repeat as an OUA All-Star and the team's Vince Callahan Trophy recipient, while also achieving first-team All-Canadian status on the offensive line. In his senior year, Norman would become a 3-time OUA All-Star and garner his second nod as a first-team All-Canadian. He was presented with the prestigious Darwin Samodiuk Trophy as the team's most outstanding player, citizen, and student. Head coach Greg Marshall said, for 4 seasons, he started at the left guard position and was the rock that we build our offensive line around. Matt was a great pass blocker, but an even better run blocker. His quickness, strength, and relentless work ethic paved the way for our running game. Matt wasn't just a great football player, he was a kind, respectful, and generous teammate. He was a leader both on and off the field. At the conclusion of his illustrious Western football career, Norman would once again represent Canada on the international level, playing in the 2011 Senior World Championship Tournament in Vienna, Austria. Norman was voted a first-team All-Star for the IFAF Championships in helping Canada capture a silver medal at the World Games. Drafted 22nd overall in the 2012 CFL draft by the BC Lions, Norman would break into the Lions' starting offensive line as a rookie. BC head coach Mike Benavides said Norman has done everything that has been required of him while growing as a player and developing his skills. When you look at what he had to do as a rookie offensive lineman right off the bat, he performed at a high level that enabled our offense to run the ball extremely well and be extremely effective. He's been very impressive. He's got a real bright future in our league. Norman played 9 games in his rookie season. Then the team gave him permission to leave and go back to Western University and get his teacher's certificate before the program went to a 2-year requirement. Putting down the playbook in exchange for textbooks by the end of that season, he was asked to rejoin the team during their playoff run due to injuries on the offensive line. Being granted permission to take a leave of absence from Teachers College, Norman would return to finish the season with the Lions. Coach Benavides said, "I know the character he has. I know the tough, technical player that he is. We need him back." Norman would start 36 games for the Lions at center in 2013 and 2014. Having to sit out the 2015 season due to knee injuries, Norman would retire in 2016 from the pros due to lingering knee injuries, and he would pursue his high school teaching and coaching dreams. Western and Team Canada teammate Zach Polari said of Norman, "I always appreciate how selfless Norm is. He lives his life with integrity, and although he was tenacious on the field, he's one of the most genuine and sincere people off the field." Matt Norman, a Mustang legend.